Well, the good news is that I found the Punch HX2. It was in the truck, and I didn't check the truck. Recoil audio, 4x10s. These are great. Typically used in the. They used to use them in the back of the third row in the cargo area on some of the Suburbans, GMCs up in the ceiling. They also have been used in the back dash for like some 80s Cadillacs and some of the other GM cars, Pontiac, Oldsmobile, that sort of thing. Somebody also brought it back for something else. I forget what it was, but I was like, holy shit, I haven't seen a 4x10 in years. Anyway, these are just great. These are really great for end consumers that just need something affordable that's really good, reliable. It's also great for shade tree installers, or even just if you're a professional installer and you just want something to fill the hole that doesn't cost a lot, but you're charging the customer, you know, like say, I don't know, $80 to $100 a pair, and your cost on these is like 30, you know, maybe 30-ish a pair. These are great for that. A lot of times the customer, especially if you're doing installs, they don't really care. They're like, whatever, make it sound good, and you just make it sound good. So, but I'm curious about, I never had the chance to really test any 4x10s, and so these are the ones I really want to test, mostly because there's a huge supply of them. As you've probably seen in other videos, I usually buy the AudioPipe brand 4x10s from Wholesale House, which is, the parent company is Nippon America, and so they have AudioPipe, Nippon America, and they also have, I forget what other brand, but anyways, there's plenty of these at Recoil's warehouse. I think they weren't selling fast enough at Amazon, so they pulled them, so there's a lot of B stock. And you should be able to also find it on Steven's eBay store, which is RealDutchBoy, I think, something like that. The link is in the description. So, and I'll give you the links to the Recoil website, as well as the Amazon if they're still there. So one of the things I did want to touch on, and I will let corporate know, is that these coaxials do not include a jumper wire. So with the this standard is, I don't know what it is in millimeter because I haven't ever measured in a millimeter, but the terminals are pretty standard. They're used all across the industry. There we go. Which this one is actually not a 0.25, it's a 0.205. And then this one is a 0.110 measured in inches. So if you notice, the positive is always on the left. There it is. But some companies will include like the nice little terminals, and then like maybe a 1 foot wire. I think Jensen was doing that for some time, and I forget what other company, some other brands of, you know, just stuff I come across. That's all I really need, that and some crimp caps. So, and because the Recoil brand is typically, it was based on accessories, I don't think corporate's going to have a problem including those. So, and then, that was the other thing is, I forgot on the 4x6s to make a recommendation for the base blocker. If you don't get them from me, you can also buy their version of a base blocker, and I'll give a link to that and make my recommendation on there as well. They have simple base blockers, and I wish they would just tell you the capacitance so you could do a little math and figure it out. But they give you like frequencies, I forget. Anyways, the value and the frequency are different depending on impedance. Typically the impedance on these is 4 ohm, so that's what you can, you know, base a guess on. But anyways, let's get this broken in and we will get this tested. All right, let's do this. $148. So basically 150, so 1 octave up is 300. Second octave up is 600. So again, pretty much the same range. You want to do a 12 dB crossover, maybe right around 400 hertz, which is that because of the coil and cap values, those are actually pretty typical. I remember we had a surplus from Rockford on those, and remember on a 12 dB passive crossover like that, you can use it both as a high pass and low pass depending on how you wire it, or high pass or low pass, not both. But again, the price for me will always be cheaper than the website, and also cheaper than Amazon, and I include the base blockers. Thanks a lot, guys.